Hey, Lieutenant Greg, welcome back to the channel. This is part two of risk versus rewards. And in the part one, I talked about how we had a really not toxic workplace in the fire department I work for, in the city I work for, with some sort of good old boy politics, and a gentleman that was promoted to fire chief that really wasn't qualified, that was a complete micromanager. And in a sense, today, that's why a lot of people don't leave necessarily their places of employment for money, for benefits, things such as that. They leave because of the work culture, the micromanagement, the toxicity of the workplace, and the drama, things such as that. So I want to tell you a story about how a big time risk turned into a great reward, and is still paying dividends and a great reward today for those men and women still working there. So we worked in a right to work state in South Tennessee, the only fire departments that had memorandums of understanding, not contracts, from a labor perspective was Nashville and Memphis. So we realized that we wasn't going to have a memorandum of understanding, definitely wasn't going to have a contract. So we had to figure out a way to get some things changed in the workplace. And the biggest thing we did, we realized the only way to do it was politically, to get friends, people that liked us, people that had an open ear, would listen to us, elected to the city council. So we started in 1999, and we really bombed that. Didn't do anything with that. And the elections for city council were in the odd years. So 2001 came along, and we ended up getting, I think, 3 new seats. People that we endorsed, people that would listen to us. And one was sort of iffy, retired military guy, but he wanted that endorsement, as a lot of politicians do. They want a firefighter's endorsement. So, but the other 2 were strong and good people. And so got to cut 3 seats right there. We needed really 5 votes is all. All you need is 5 votes. 8-member city council with a mayor who was a tie-breaking vote, who didn't necessarily vote all the time. So we decided to work on 2001. We got 3 elected. 2003 came around, mayor's race. Had a 14-year incumbent mayor. It's real funny. We were out, we endorsed another gentleman who was retired police officer, who was in commercial real estate at the time. And he started with $15,000 in the bank. The incumbent mayor, 14-year term mayor, had $60,000 in the bank. Now, today, the last election I helped run in 2009, I left the presidency of the local in 2010. The last mayor's race was over $100,000 each, and each candidate's pack. And that's in a city of then probably about 70,000 people. It's grown, of course, since then. So anyway, big risk getting involved in politics. Politics is a dirty game. It can really bite you and hurt you for a long term, especially in a career as a firefighter where you really didn't make a lot of money. So we endorsed a gentleman for mayor. Ended up went out in politics every Saturday. Had a guy in the local that had a fire truck, and that old fire truck had it cut out where the hose would be, and had old wooden theater seats put in it. So we take kids and their parents riding on the fire truck in the neighborhood while we talked to them and knocked doors, and had push cards supporting our candidates. So long story short, we ended up in a very contentious mayor's race, taking out the 14-year incumbent and picking up 3 more seats. So we had 6 seats and a new mayor. And in that same year, we were able to get a 25 and out retirement. with no Social Security offset, which means we also get our Social Security on top of our pension. And a year, 6 months later, remember that HR manager who was tied after hours with the fire chief? She was gone, and in '04, the fire chief was gone. So workplace improved, got friendly people on the council that would listen to us, support us, got a lot of new equipment. The city grew, got nice firehouses, got a state-of-the-art training facility, and started making relationships with state legislators as well, and one congresswoman as well too. So it really worked out. Management changed, leadership changed, benefits changed. Always had good health care, and now I had a great pension. I would have had to wait till I was probably in my 60s to retire, and now I was able to leave at 59 years old. So that's a risk we took. During that contentious mayor's race, I, along with 3 other members of our local, were threatened with termination if he was elected. And no, of course, we had some backing with lawyers in D.C. if it did happen, but fortunately we didn't get to that. But it was pretty tedious there for a while. We were walking on eggshells. If that thing would have gone different, I might have not gotten that pension. But that's the thing. You've got to take a risk. You've got to take to gain rewards. You got to risk a little to gain a little. We gained a lot. And it's still going on today for those firefighters, those men and women in that fire department, because now another fire chief has come along who was a charter member of our local. His name is on that charter. He is the fire chief, and he talks every day to the union president. So they've got a great working relationship, labor management. Union president they're still involved in politics. At the state and the local level, and still getting things done, and I'm happy for them. Pay's gone up significantly, benefits, things such as that. People are getting paid to step up, like to step up as a driver or step up as an officer, and that's really good. Take responsibility, but you ought to be compensated for it. If you go write somebody up for making a mistake, you ought to also compensate them when they make a mistake. That's the only way they learn. So how does that apply to network marketing? Well, you got to take a risk. You got to be patient. Remember, I was talking about a car in the last part 1. We put a lot of money down for a car, and last 5 years, 10 years, may not last 5 years. Pay a lot of money. Cars are expensive. Used cars are expensive. And that's just a risk we take and hoping it'll last. But with Safe Club, you don't have to put a lot of money down. You put $60 down. You don't have a $300 to $500 car payment each month. You have a $20 payment. So you get started for $79.97. And how does that work? Well, you recruit people. You sign people up. You join. You sign immediately. You sign a family member, such as your spouse or significant other, and maybe a child or your best friend, another family member, and then you get them to recruit. And so you build your matrix, and you're saving money and making money at the same time. You just share your link, as I'm going to, because my link to Safe Club, to my website, will be below in the video description, and you can see that link and join. And you can start saving money today. People say, man, I don't know about that. I don't know if I can, do that. I'm not sure about that. Well, it's a savings membership. It's just like Costco, Sam's Club, Netflix, Amazon Prime. You pay a yearly or monthly fee for those things, but they don't pay you back. You go in there at Costco, maybe save money in bulk, I have a Costco membership, maybe save on some things, and but they don't pay me. Save Club does. You save on things that you use every day, traveling, uh, car insurance, homeowners insurance, rental cars. Dining out is a big one. A lot of restaurants. A lot of restaurants. I ran my zip code on my site one day. A lot of restaurants right 2 miles from my house. So, and you save money there, but you also make money for being an affiliate. So it works two ways. It's twofold. So check that out. I think it'll be beneficial for you. Is it a risk? Yeah, but it's a small risk, but it could be a huge reward. You can make passive income and residual income possibly for the rest of your life. Now, my disclosure, as I always do on the videos, and try to remember to say that, it's for entertainment purposes only, and there's no guarantee of compensation or spillover. It all depends on your hard work and the effort you put into it. It's not a lottery ticket. It's not instant success. You have to work this business just like anybody works a brick and mortar business and any other business. You have to put some time and effort into it to be successful. You don't have to promote it. You can sign 2 people up and be a 1-star today once you join, but it may take you a while to experience spillover, and the company is just getting started. It took off on June the 1st. There's probably 9,000 people in it, so it'll be a while before your matrix fills out and you'll see money, at least 2 months, unless you work it and sign other people up. So check out the links. Hey, small risk, big rewards. That's all we can do. We were lucky on this thing, and still paying off. I was able to retire at 59 and quit dragging this old body on them trucks and making those fires and medical calls and things like that, and I'm extremely grateful for it. So, hey, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. Everybody have a good day, and God bless you.